Hey, gorgeous friend. Welcome to Soulmate. This is Jamie. I'm just clearing the space and energy just as we get started. I hope you're doing well. We're going to connect into your energies for the weekend and see what is happening. I'm thinking of you guys. You might have had a few interesting things come up, a little bit of plot twists, random things that I feel are testing you and challenging you right now. Is just what's coming through in the energies. But let's connect in and see what you need to know. Sending you lots of blessings and love and support. Let's dive in. For those of you that are new here, welcome. And to all our amazing friends, as always, appreciate you being here. We are releasing some free courses in the coming week to the Soul Collective. If you wish to join, it's the second link below. Inside, we'll be having a daily ritual, things like a daily practice that you can add into your life to help support healing, to help support growth, and to really get onto the path that you want to create. So that will be inside. We'll also be releasing a mini business course as well. If you are looking to start that side hustle or really want to get clear on your purpose and take that and apply, whether it's your gifts, your talents, and I guess be financially rewarded for it, create a business out of it. So if that's something you want to do, let me know. If you're not familiar with who I am, I've actually founded 3 companies, a wealth management company, a tech company, and I've been doing this type of work for about, I'd say 22 years, but not as a tarot reader, as people would call it. I'm high intuitive. So I've been using that through my work as I guide other CEOs and founders as well in private advisory. This is just something that I really enjoy doing and do it because I wanted to, when I sold my tech company or my shares, I wanted to, really be able to give something back each day. And I know through attending retreats and things like that, where I would host, that people really valued this. So I felt, you know what, I need to share it more. So that's why I'm here and how this channel created, if you're not familiar. So I'd love to, welcome you into the Soul Collective, where we share energy updates and just, things here and there to support your journey, and that you can join. There's no cost. And then if you want to upgrade, we've got the soul sessions where we run some weekly, programs, workshops, and then we'll have a business chapter as well if you really want to start and grow that business. So it's really more so how to, create a brand, stay mindset strong, and have support as you're doing it. Because I know the journey can be lonely, and it's very easy to make mistakes or not realize along the way. So we help you fast track that as well. All right. So if you want to join, it's second link below. The first link below is for the extendeds. If you want to connect into our extendeds, the monthly fee is for all unlimited access. So when it comes to the extended and bonus sessions. All right. Love you. Now let's get started. 4th chakra and 5th chakra, super interesting, with man holding a heart, victory, and 3rd chakra energy. Well, your chakras are on fire right now. I don't know what's going on. Just remember, this is a timeless read and a general one. So you could be on different timelines. Let's uncover what's going on here. I mean, they're all showing upright, which is great. Again, I don't read reversals, but I connect into the energy. That's how I channel in terms of using my skills in terms of that, all the gifts that I've been given. But what I'm sharing right now, or what's coming through right now, is there's some strength or some recall that I feel is happening here around your heart chakra and around being able to express something, something that you're feeling, something that you really want to perhaps put out into the world, or that's meaningful for you. And it's interesting because it seems like when you step into this energy, there's something pretty meaningful that comes through from this. So I don't know if this is a conversation that you want to have, what's on your heart, but whatever this is, I'm seeing a solid outcome in terms of that. It could be too, coming from a place where you need to get things done, but coming from a heart-led place, a supportive place, a compassionate place. It doesn't mean that you are no nonsense. You can still be assertive in that approach. But I'm just seeing here, look, my voice. Are you noticing this, guys? So there's something here that needs to be said. I'm feeling my voice kind of close over. Really interesting. But yeah, I feel like there's something that wants to be expressed that's on the heart right now. And I'm seeing that that way forward is going to be super supportive. There's going to be a strong outcome, a happy outcome here with this victory card. So some form of success that's really going to give you the confidence to step forward here and really, supercharge wherever that you're going or wherever that you're leading to. Okay. So there's like a new energy, a new life force that will be, I think lit up ultimately at the end of the day. So let's dive in a little bit more and see what else is being said here. All right, what do we need to know with this fourth chakra energy? Okay, so there may need to be a conversation of something that has potentially ended here and just wanting some clarity, some truth, could even be some closure regarding some ending or regarding why something has changed. But whatever this change is, I'm feeling like it's a positive one, but there wants to be some conversation. So let's dive in a little bit more. But again, whatever conversation that's been had, I'm feeling like it's a positive one. So let's have a look a little bit more. This also could be some form of like after an ending where your heart's starting to open up again. Okay, yeah, so there's something here where someone does want to work with you, wants to build here. Maybe this is taking a relationship to a new level. Six of material. I'm getting a sense here that some of you have been potentially burnt, so to speak, whether it's been in the workplace or whether it's been in a romantic relationship. Like someone kind of... maybe didn't work. I don't know why this is coming up again. Similar energy, but a little bit different. More so in the sense of like you've been let down in the past. I feel like some ending had occurred because something wasn't done right or something wasn't done supportively, right? And I think there was a choice from either side that something had to come to an end. But I feel like you're opening up again to the possibilities and the potential of something new. But I think a key part as well, I just feel like some conversation needs to be had, or you're like trying to develop the confidence, or maybe you're really thinking right now how to present something to someone, how to have that conversation, how to share it. But what I'm just sensing here is that whatever's coming through and maybe regarding work, or maybe like, let's come together and work on this. Again, I don't know what type of dynamic. It could be work, could be love. But I'm seeing here that there's a potential offer that will be made, something meaningful where people want to come together. They don't want to, no one wants to sit right now in this Five of Pentacles. It's like people want to give in full here. Okay. Recognizing that there can be some new beginning here to work on, to work out, to balance out. So I quite like that. So we've got the Muse of Emotions and Temperance energy. Sorry, Muse of Materials, not emotions. That's that would be the King of Cups, Muse of Emotions. This is the Muse of Materials, which is like the King of Pentacles. So whatever needs to come into flow here, what I like is that there is some offer on the table, or there is some expression here or some conversation that's going to open up opportunity, okay, to work on something that seems to be like people both want to put in similar effort. No one wants to be at a place of like, this isn't going to work. Like, how do we both put in that we both get something out of this, okay? So I feel like there's like a mutually, could be exclusive, but a mutual agreement for a path forward here, okay? That may not sound so fun in terms of a relationship dynamic like in love, but I like it because it's kind of coming through like, let's do this. Let's both, show up in full. It's not something we need to be fearful of. I'm just seeing like camaraderie, people having each other's back here, wanting to do the right thing, okay? And I like it too. There's lots of pentacles here, and success. So I do feel for some of you, this could be significantly related to your career, or wanting to build upon something that is related to your finances or your financial security, or just, your life in general. But there might be a little bit of a process in between this idea and this goal and this conversation to building upon it. But whatever you build upon, we're seeing here, I mean, to have the Muse of Materials with victory energy, that to me is like a really incredible win here, where this is going to take off and provide, I guess, the nurturing, the dynamic energy. I mean, this is also Taurus energy. So, you know, this could be wrapping up or coming to light as we're currently in Taurus. We also have, probably at the time of this reading, you know, we do have Jupiter, Cazimi in Taurus. So there could be just something really amazing coming on through that's supporting this. If it doesn't happen on the day, obviously the energy will carry through. And then we do have Venus as well. And then we have let me have a think about this. Mars with South Node in Aries. So there's definitely going to be a push forward that we'll be highlighting over the weekend on Sunday, which is really going to put emphasis on the things that you've done and how do we stop focusing on the past and start pushing forward on what it is that we want, I feel is what's going to kind of be pushing through and pushing the light through with a lot of determination. But it could be a plot twist coming through, but I do feel like this bouncing energy of wanting to get something done and really wanting to push forward. So yeah, there's like a little in between I feel that's going to happen from this to the like moving through. So this could be, you know, a certain process that's got to come together. I think of like, there's like bits and pieces that need to come together is what I'm feeling here, but I really like it, whatever's going on. So I've got the 4 of materials and one more. Thank you, Spirit. Seven of emotions. Okay. That's an interesting one to kind of shift through here. Let's talk more about this. What's going on here? Because to get the 4 of materials and the 7 of emotions, so this is like the 4 of pentacles and the 7 of cups. It's like someone's gaining some confidence here. And I think there's a, you know, there's part 2 of when it's pushed too much, it can be egocentric. But what I feel is happening here is that someone wants to get it right. It's like, I've worked hard to rebuild potentially in some area of your life, or to create this and come into this opportunity, whether it's with a counterpart, whether it's with your career or a new direction that you want to take. But what I'm getting here as well is that, yeah, I feel like there's something you don't want to lose is what I feel. There's something important here that you want to capture or want to make sure that that's the foundation that you get to keep building on. Yeah, just be mindful of what you're focusing on here. Because if you pay attention, she's not really looking at what she's got. She's trying, it's like there's a little bit of arm's length approach, even though she's holding it close. There's a little bit of like, am I deserving of this? So that's the energy that's coming through. I mean, sometimes I don't look that intensely at the card, but for some reason it's really asking me for focus on that. So just be mindful of that, what comes up here, because you might end up kind of getting a little bit in your own way with, what have I got to do now? Where is this going? Like, maybe you end up questioning yourself a little bit on where this is going or what to do with it, is just what I keep hearing. But there's some part with this 3rd chakra, which is just the one, solar plexus. It's just under your rib cage, or, you know, in between your belly button and your rib cage, so to speak. It sits in there. But usually that's where our confidence shines. It's usually where like our inner Agni, which is like, again, our life force, how we put our energy out into the world. Obviously, all our chakras, when they're in balance, like we're just like fortifying forward. But this is more so making sure that when you're stepping into something, that you're radiating in confidence, in courage, in determination, in like true source and spirit of like, I know where I'm going and I'm feeling really good about it. And again, it's just something that radiates. So I feel like there's a little in between that's happening here. But let's uncover a little bit more on what this is and what this means. Let's just, thanks. I was like, let's get to the death energy. Okay. So we can see that there was some ending here. Okay. And so interesting that we've got the King and Queen of Cups. And then we also have a King and Queen, we've got Pentacles and Queen of Emotions. So for either some of you, like I said, there's either something in the workplace that disappointed you, left you feeling just unsupported. Something came to an end here. I think you tried to just maintain your strength, your compassion, your understanding. But I feel like there's a little bit more to this story that still needs to be spoken or understood, perhaps. But I do feel too, there's a part of you claiming back your power, your control over a situation. And sometimes that's an inner game, right? It's not in a sense of the control piece. It's more just, mindset and how you view the situation, healing certain parts from it. Because there was some ending here that I think interrupted a path or a journey that you were on. Again, counterpart at the workplace, only you're going to know that. Here, I'll put this here. Share more on this Ace of Voices, 3 of Inspiration. Yeah, so whatever conversation is had or whatever comes through in understanding or clarity, I'm getting this is a little bit past energy. This part of, or you may be in it right now where it's like you're waiting for confirmation or understanding around something to head in a certain path. Maybe you already have because of some ending and you've been healing through this, okay? Because the Queen of Cups, being you, Piscean energy, the Queen of Cups is very compassionate, understanding, but they also know how to kind of balance their mind and their heart. And I find too that in that aspect, in that experience, the Queen of Cups also knows how to work through the emotions to kind of come to a place of like just balance. And I feel they just know a little bit more so how to take care of their heart and heal and accept for things for where they are and where they're at. But I still feel there's like a little bit of residue right now that you're seeking perhaps some clarity or path on your pathway, okay? And I feel like that is coming. Whatever comes through, that is coming. A doorway is opening. This is like the 3 of Wands. A path is opening up or a decision's being made where a path has opened up and you're choosing to go down it. It's like whatever you've been thinking about, it's like you're putting that into motion now, which I really, really like. Share more on this 3, thank you, of materials. We've got the 6 of Emotions. Let's just get one more on the 6 of Emotions. Thank you, Spirit. The Sun. We had that combo come out, didn't we, the other day? Yesterday? Interesting. So why are these 2 here? I'm giggling because I'm like, there's a soulmate coming in. There's a path that's being lit that's related to something from your past. Is this the type of work you've been wanting to do? Is this a person that maybe you've witnessed in your dreams or in your energy? Maybe you haven't met yet. I'm getting more like an energy that you just, when you meet, you just know. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting right now. And I think you had the bit of this combination with the 3 of Materials as well. Like someone coming in who wants to work with you. But I feel this opens up a connection of some kind. If that's not what it's about, it's definitely opening up something that you're meant to be doing in this lifetime regarding your work. but I'm just there. I feel either which way there's a solid connection coming in. You both have the man holding a heart and the muse of materials showing up here. It's so interesting, guys. All right, let's dive in a little bit deeper. Where is this going? Thank you. Six of materials. Yeah, see, so wild. Okay. And we had a different deck as well, mind you, when we were doing this. Like in terms of the unfolding, as in yesterday, the day before. So this week, it's kind of showing similar energy that we can see is shifting, like it's getting closer, okay? And if you've been watching each day, you probably can recognize that. So something's definitely coming in, an offer, an opportunity that's going to start moving things forward, that you're going to be putting a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of energy in, and vice versa. So, oh, this is super cool. Share more on the temperance energy. Two of voices. Share more on the two of voices. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, okay. Totally making sense. So whatever comes through, it's like there's work happening, things are moving forward, there's a lot of effort and energy, and then you might get into this little bit of pause as like what's happening here? And you may end up feeling a little bit stuck or worried that something isn't moving forward. So you could connect with someone, have a conversation. It's like you get confirmation, but I don't know if someone is potentially traveling at a distance. There's something here that's causing like a pause. I don't know if it's a standstill, so to speak, but it just feels like it's not moving at the pace that you want, and it's worrying you. There's something here that's worrying you about that. But I'm seeing this Ten of Materials, which is also the confirmation of something that you're either working towards or believe that this is, and you're just worried that it's just not going to come to that. Share more on this Ten of Materials energy. Okay, yeah. So Spirit's asking you with this Strength energy, Ten of Materials, and, you know, the worry or like in some form of inner conflict right now, like hang in there. This is just something's happening behind the scenes that needs to kind of shift into place. So there could be a pause. I don't know if someone's I feel like someone's at a distance, or there's something that comes to a distance for a period, but it's not like, I feel like someone's worried something's over or something isn't really what it was led to be. That's not the case. It's just there's a pause in time, because I think there's some things that are coming into alignment. But to you, it might be like, what I like about this crossroads energy, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's leading to the same place, right? It's leading to the same place. I don't know if you've ever watched Sliding Doors. It's one of like my favorite movies of all time. Whether she gets on the train or not, right? If you've seen the movie, I mean, it's an old one. So if you've seen it, you've seen it. But it's like she either catches the train or doesn't catch the train. She either catches her spouse initially or she doesn't. But eventually towards the end, the person that you're meant to meet, the things that are meant to happen in your life are kind of the same path and journey. It's just what path that you take. And sometimes, you know, whether, yeah, just like divine intervention, I guess, so to speak, and how things that can happen can change our course. But when we're supposed to meet someone, when we're supposed to come into opportunities, they all come at the right time. It doesn't mean it's not going to catch you. And there's something about that I feel, because it doesn't matter. It all leads to the same place. Whatever this firework, amazing energy is. Kind of reminds me of that daughter value that we've been seeing too. But I see that you're worried that, are you going to make it? Is this going to turn out the way that you believed it would? But this is some fresh beginning. This is like some fresh chapter, especially with this death energy. It's like maybe there's a little part that needs to kind of close up still. Like I'm getting lingering. I think I mentioned that to you, a little bit of lingering. But I feel like those bits and pieces, as they kind of move out, new opportunities are definitely arriving here. Muse of materials, what do we need to know? It's a lot. So interesting. They kind of came out at different parts of the deck. And so with this Muse of material, yeah, look, it's like something you thought was a little bit quiet is not the case. Someone, I think, was just making some shifts, some changes to kind of move forward here. And someone will be expressing to you. And this is why I think it's just like sometimes patience is needed. And especially in this energy right now, over this next like week, as we get into Gemini, there's a part that is it's kind of like this slow and steady pace, because what's integrating right now is the stability, okay? Taurus and Mercury is all about, because I mean, Taurus is in Mercury, so a lot is about the stabilizing of where you're heading. So I feel like whatever conversations are going to be had, this is really important parts towards your future and grounding into this next phase of your life. And a part of that phase too is one that's, again, grounded. It has a lot of robustness to it. And a part of that too, it builds up in the abundance, because you've also got Venus there as well, okay? And Jupiter doing a peak this weekend. So, because I think Jupiter pops out next week. So I don't know, whatever's happening here, if there is a little bit of a pause, this could also be too, like I think of Taurus energy, Empress energy, like be okay to take time in this pause or in this quiet moment to take care of yourself right now. It's okay to do that, because the more that you're still, the more that you're taking care of you, the more that things become clearer. Because we can see here that some clarity needs to come through. But furthermore, it's like, I think in that you get to explore a little bit more on what this next chapter is. And I think you come to the understanding that on the other side of this, with the Six of Voices, the Six of Voices, yeah, is moving on, but it's also moving towards something, okay? And the moving towards something is this new chapter that's exciting. It brings like a new sense of peace of like, wherever I'm going to explore it and see what it becomes. I feel like it's a more motivating energy, okay? And whatever does end up coming in that you're concerned about, I mean, there's something solid here, but I don't know why you're concerned. There's some concern that's coming up, and it could be in the pause, but I feel like it's like, hey, like, what are you focusing on right now? Maybe the win, you're gone, okay, I can take a step back and I can kind of just go chill out and do what I need to do, or go explore whatever I need to explore. But it's interesting because I think there's some care showing up and coming in here with this Page of Emotions. I just feel like a little bit more curious energy, but it's also to remember that you've still got to invest here, okay? This is not something where you get to pause, really. You've got some benefit from it, but I feel like there's more work that needs to be done, but it's like you're shying away from it a little bit. Four of Materials. Yeah. Like what's going on? Like something's happening here. Four of Materials, Four of Emotions. Oh, dear friend. All right, share more. Yeah, you're freaking out a bit. Sorry, and I'm not laughing because I see this cycle in you, Pisces, and I love you to bits, but I see this cycle often. It's like when things become like show up for you, it's like you have this freak out mode. Like just breathe. Because I can see here you're like, oh, this has come through, and maybe you end up taking a stand back because you're like, I don't like, it's like I'm getting this little bit of freak out mode. So you think, well, I need to move away from this and just do my own thing. I don't know if I can get what I need from here. I'm not sure if this is like I'm into it. It's like all of a sudden you kind of like, I don't know, I'm just getting this freak out mode. I need to just go on my own. I need to do this on my own. Is what I'm getting. Share more of this Seven of Emotions. Yeah, so you're going to make a judgment call here with some decision or something. gonna be made here. Should we unpack that? You'd be like, come on, Jamie, you got to tell us what's going on. Oh, I'm giggling because I love you guys. All right. Let's dive in a little deeper and see what all this is about. I'm just going to get another deck. I can't leave you hanging, especially with the judgment right at the end. I just feel like don't turn on yourself here is what I'm getting. Because I feel like you get a win, you're happy about it, and then you kind of like not sure if you love it. Talk to me. What's going on? Why? Is it not enough for you? Something's missing here. You might like just be in a phase too right now that nothing is really floating your boat as much as you'd like it. And you might just be turning away from things that just aren't giving you this full wow energy, like that full fuck yes energy I think I spoke about yesterday. But I don't know, I get it, but you also don't have a no energy. And that's what I think is interesting because it's still, a door is open here that you know has potential. It's a difference trying to make potential out of something that doesn't have potential. Right? Not to confuse you, but I'm just seeing right now it's kind of like you're choosing to withhold or not look at it. Like you don't, it's like you're trying not to entertain something here and then you're like looking at what your options are. So let's see more. Share more on this judgment energy. What do we need to know? Dun, 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 dun. King of Swords and Ace of Cups. What is with King of Swords? I feel like he's always, and I say he, this masculine energy shows up a lot. There's something new coming in that is definitely clear for you, that you're connected to, that you understand. This could be someone making an offer towards you. Let's get a little bit more, share more on this King of Swords energy. What do we need to know about this King of Swords energy? King of Wands. You just like it all. You've got every masculine on the table. You've got the pentacles, you've got the cups, you've got the wands, and you've got the swords. So, and you've got an emperor. Well. All right. Share more on this King of Wands energy. What do we need to know? Okay, so what I'm gathering is happening here. Just saying, for some of you, it's like you got some offer or opportunity that you also might be waiting on something else or someone else to make you an offer. Because I believe intuitively you feel there's something else coming in that you would prefer. And it's like that's what you're waiting for to make some form of decision. It's not that you're saying no to this. I think you're kind of switching off to this energy for some reason. I don't know if it's an earth energy, but there just seems to be like a win here. So this could be related to a job opportunity. You know, something comes through and it's like, okay, cool, but I'd really want this other one. And for some of you, you could just be choosing to go on your own. I guess intuitively, that's something you've got to connect into on whether this thing or this opportunity is right for you, because I can see there's a win here, but I can also see too that that's where you're probably getting in freak out mode, because I think you're happy about it, you know, from maybe a little bit ego point of view, which is understandable, like being flattered, right? But at the same time, it's like, I actually don't know if that's what I want or who I want to be with. Like, it's great, but I'm just not fully into it, you know? So there's kind of like that energy missing. And yeah, that's what I'm saying with this Judgment energy. There's like something that has been on the down low or the quiet, but there's something intuitively that you feel is coming on in, and that's what you're seeking. So maybe it's like it is a counterpart. Let's get a little bit more here, because there's more here to the story. Share more on this Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think you're really reflecting on what you want right now. Um, for some of you, you may just not want to be making a decision right now, but you know that you have to. You could have a couple of people in your energy or curious with a couple of options. Share more on what's hidden or what we need to know with this High Priestess. Okay, what's in conflict here? Okay. So you've got the World energy, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Cups with this High Priestess energy. It's like you're waiting for something that has been conflicted to come to an end, to open up this union, which is really similar but different to the energy yesterday. It's like something needs to be wrapped up for this union to come in, and I think intuitively you know that, but it's like you're trying to get other things going or moving or shifting, but I feel like there's a couple of energies here. What's the advice? What's the advice for Pisces, please? Yeah, it's asking you to maintain your... I feel this is asking you to maintain your path, and be okay in pursuing what you want to pursue. The strength and determination as well, because this is something related to this 10 of material. So happy place, happy home, like work, things are like coming together and feeling solid. Spirit's kind of saying here, like, you don't need to give up. There's just a cycle that's happening in between it for this to fully move forward. But then it's truly and ultimately you deciding what you want. You can take things that are in front of you, but if you also have this knowingness inside of you intuitively that there's something else out there for you, should you leave the energy open and wait for that? Or should you take the opportunity that's there and see what happens? Let's get a little bit more guidance for you. Okay, I think that's enough. All right. Yeah. See, there's something that's coming in that I think does excite you, but at the same time, I don't know if you're paying attention to it. And that's what I kind of see here again. So then we've got the King of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, the Tower, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 3 of Swords. What? This is interesting. I need to share what's coming on through. I'm just going to tell you what's coming on through. You need to make your own decisions here. This is not telling you what to do. This is letting you know what's coming on through. There seems to be here, I'm just going to say to you, trust in your intuition with whatever situation is coming through, because I feel what's happening here, something to do with the King of Pentacles energy is showing that there's some ending or has been some ending here that seems to be like feels like kind of the rug out, like pulling the rug out under your feet, or that's what you believe is happening. But on the other side of this, I'm seeing there's either two things happening. But what this can become, I don't know if this is a belief that's happening because I see the pause, right? Or you've got to trust in your intuition, because I'm not directly working with you personally. I'm connected to the energy overall. So I just really need a caveat here, okay? Disclaimer that there's something here that's happening with the King of Pentacles energy, an earth energy, or someone who's a leader, a boss, or comes across like a home family guy. There's something here about a situation that was something like happening here that's pretty intense. Okay, when you have the Ten of Swords with the Tower, that's something swift, harsh, pretty brutal that's happening here. Something that left field, unexpected, okay? But then there's something related to the Ten of Cups. So I need to see if this is coming, this is what produces it, or if it's related to the Ten of Cups as in what has happened. Does that make sense? So I'm trying to see if this is the outcome of what happens from here is what I need to understand. And I also want to understand if this is the production of, because what I'm seeing here on the other side of it is that there's some disappointment going on your own, or the wish fulfillment that you had, there's some disappointment here. So I need to clarify, and I'm going to clarify because I'm not leaving this like this. All right. So hang in there with me, guys. Share more on this Ten of Swords energy. This is kind of like an extended, right? Ten of Swords, Empress, Nine of Wands, Hermit, Nine of Swords. Yeah. So someone here, this could be related to where you've been, okay? Because we do have the Emperor energy here and the Empress in terms of the advice. So this could be relative to that, where they're in the past and maybe where you still need to have some conversation or closure. And that's a part of this, that you could be working on something to finalize that, okay? But a part of it too, you could be withdrawn from some situation is what I'm gathering here, or this is the in-between. That's what it's telling me again. This is the in-between, okay? Share more on the Tower energy, and I'll explain in a sec, guys. Share one more. Yeah, okay. So I feel there's this situation here, and reason I'm relating it to this, I do feel there was a connection at some point that has either wrapped up, needs to finalize. Like I said, there's still a sliver or still an in-between of something that needs to happen before you can get to this next stage. Whatever this next stage is, though, there could be a pause or a quiet time or a withdrawal for a period of time because someone's dealing with something, okay, that is taking precedence in terms of energy, mind, and all that. What I do see with the Tower, though, is what you might learn or learn to become is that not understanding what someone's going through, or someone not understanding what you're actually going through right now, how things are feeling for you. Maybe right now someone's inner world feels like it's like blowing up in some way or another. It could be blowing up good, blowing up bad, but I'm just seeing that there's still some final steps here, and why someone could be withdrawing emotionally or come across that way, because they're still dealing from some situation or some disappointment or hurts. Okay. Share more on this 10 of Cups. Okay. So on the other side, you've got 10 of Cups twice with this victory card. Okay. So do you see? I don't know if you can see this, but I'll explain it. Because to me, I'm like, hang on, is this King of Pentacles doing something? Like, because the King of Pentacles is here and it's showing victory. This is confirmation that there is victory with this 10 of Cups and this King of Pentacles. But there is an in-between. And this in-between is something you still need to clear out from some form of betrayal, some form of disappointment. You also need to discern this on, take the pieces of this puzzle that is yours, okay? But I feel like someone here is going through something from their past that they're not probably fully disclosing, that this is taking a little bit of energy, or why they've withdrawn from a situation if there's been a pause in between, okay? The person probably still comes across caring, as in this newer energy that's coming in, but you've still got a past that needs to be flushed out. And until that past is kind of flushed out, it's only then do you see this 10 of Cups, because in between it, it's like you're excited for it, but you don't have energy on effort to put into it as much as you might want to, and you may see it. This keeps coming up, the 4 of Cups. You've got the 4 of Cups 3 times. So there's something here that you can't even connect into. You may not realize, like energetically, emotionally, it's hard for you. It may be hard for you to truly connect into another counterpart, even though it excites you, even though you want to know it more, because I think you've still got this other ruffly stuff that's there that's kind of pulling your energy into that direction. As much as you may not want it to, it is. But I see on the other side, you are going to be incredibly happy. Things are really going to work out for you. Okay. I really, really see this. And that's where I think Spirit's saying, like, keep holding your strength in love, keep holding your strength in supporting yourself, keep taking care of yourself as you need to, because the more that you take care of yourself will help you start identifying the things that you could be missing. And I feel like that's what's happening. And then you start to be able to see, but to make this judgment call on what's presenting itself, you know, sometimes too, you kind of pick the hard road because it seems more attractive, or it's like an effort to win it. I do feel that a little bit here. Let's get a little bit more on what this 3 of Swords is with this 9 of Cups. It's a lot. Thank you, Spirit. Because again, guys, this is confirmation of an ending that needs to happen, or something that needs to wrap up after some form, like something you're in conflict with that needs to be wrapped up, then leads to this union is what I feel, okay? Or a choice on path and direction that's going to make you happy. 3 of Swords, what do we need to know? Judgment, Mother of Wands. Yeah. This, even in disappointment, even in sadness, even in like whatever that is, you still have this wish fulfillment. So maybe things aren't moving the way you want. Maybe things haven't happened that way. But what I do see here is whatever comes about, it's interesting that you've got the Mother of Wands and that you have the King of Wands here, because it could be that this energy in particular, or something regarding your passionate pursuits, wanting to make something happen, went a little bit quiet. Maybe the goals, the dreams, the aspirations didn't move as much as you wanted to, if this is what it's related to. Or it could be a person that something just kind of went quiet, or someone's just taken a breather because they need to take care of themselves. But either which way, it's like you're stepping out into your own confidence, into your own power to go and make happen what you need to make happen. And I really see this. It's not that the wish fulfillment is over, or there's just a little bit of disappointment on the journey, because you may have certain expectations or expect things to work a certain way, and just that doesn't happen sometimes, right? Sometimes doors need to officially close for others to open, and I feel like that's a little part of this, right? You can't give your all energetically to someone or meet someone who's at their finest if you've got just shit to keep clearing out, right? And it's, when I say shit clearing out, like if there's something really important that needs to be cleared out, that could just be an energetic block. And I kind of have seen that this week. It's a little bit slower moving, and it's okay. Final advice. I'm going to get another deck. Let's just get some final advice for you, because I feel like that's pretty clear, guys, on, I think, the confirmation this week. But you can kind of see what's happening here. There's offers coming in and opportunities, but it's like you may not be seeing these for what they are, because you might be a little bit numb, not realizing it, because you're dealing with something else that energetically you may not want to be dealing with. But so you're kind of shutting off a little bit, not realizing it. And you're also then missing out on things that actually feel good because you've kind of switched off. So, it could be like you're friend zoning everything, or every opportunity is just not good enough. So you need to be mindful of that. So final outcome, obstacles and challenges, foundation and achievement, victory and success. Okay, this is further confirmation that until you can get over these conflicts, these challenges, this stuff right now that is competing for your attention, your effort, your energy, once that's cleared out, this is where we see this portal. This is the Four of Wands. These are all Wands energy. So they're action-oriented energy, okay? They're movement forward. We see the success on the other side, but you need to face this first. You need to resolve this first and be able to come into harmonization for whatever this is, to meet yourself at this Four of Wands energy and go through that place. It could be something challenging along the home front, but either which way, whatever this is related to, you're coming out on the other side victory. You've got the victory card 3 times as well. So I can see there's some disappointment, there's some letdown, but you may be missing these opportunities because you're not fully within yourself right now, because you've got something to close. Your heart is still in this place of something needing to close and needing clarity on, or needing closure on. And then once that shifts and once that conversation happens and that rolls up, that's when you start seeing these unions coming in. But as they do, it's like, how do you fully open yourself up to them? Because again, there's just a little bit of numbness, or a little bit like things aren't good enough. And that's okay if they're not good enough. You're going to know that. But I think there's a part of like, are you closed off a bit? Do you need to open up a little bit more? And are there some chances that you're willing to take on this? Because we see love here. We see blessings here. We see new beginnings here, excitement. It's just choosing to step into them, if that makes sense here. Making a call to go, I choose my goals, I choose my dreams, and that's what I'm going after. I'm not going to allow or continue to allow disappointment or people that have hurt me or my past to hold me back, is what I'm getting, right? You're not going to do that anymore. And I think that's a choice you need to make, but you still got a little things to work through. But I see like true success on the other side of this, whatever this is. So I know this was a deep dive. Loved having you here. Love to hear in the comments below. And if you'd like to like and subscribe, that would be awesome for us to stay connected and more people get to know about our channel and how we can support their journey. Much love, friend. Catch you later.